Recording in progress.
Welcome everyone to, what day are we on? Are we on day 6? What day are we on, guys? I think we are on day 6. This is what happens when you start the series in the middle of a week. I'm really excited for you guys to be here. We are going to be doing our roundtable event. And for today, we are going to be talking to different Sacred Awakening practitioners. We're also going to do a healing. And I'm going to do some sort of channel message today as well. So if you're just hopping on, say hi. Let us know where you're tuning in from, what day you're on. I'm excited you are here. Had a sonic boom last night around 9:10, felt and heard all over lower mainland. Experts say the boom and heard felt across lower. Interesting. That's crazy, Tina. Welcome. That's crazy. Interesting feeling that. Hello from San Diego, Utah. Welcome, everyone. Day 4. And just so you guys know, you can watch these all out of order. So if you're on day 2 and you're watching today, perfect. Just catch up on the replays. You can catch the replay on the amyrobeson.com/replays. I'll do a quick recap. So day 1, we talked about making yourself a priority. This is so crucial if you want to manifest your dream life, if you want to take really good care of yourself. And taking care of yourself is not selfish. Taking care of yourself is a priority because taking care of yourself now helps you live a better life when you're much older. And so you want to take good care of yourself, and not only taking good care of yourself, making yourself a priority, putting up non-negotiables are crucial and important, because when you're doing non-negotiables, this allows you to understand what your opportunity costs are. Because, and I'm going to use this. If you live a life of never exercising, always eating sugar, always looking at a screen, chances are you're going to get some sort of disorder or disease in your body where you have some problems with maybe memory, or problems with your health in some way, shape, or form, autoimmune, something like that. And by making yourself a priority, what you're doing is saying yes to your future self. You're saying yes to your future. You're saying yes to the future in the present moment. And the more that you take care of yourself, the more the opportunities of what you're wanting to create and co-create now and in the future become a possibility. So there's that component. I'm gonna take my glasses off because I always see the glare. And then the other component is you might be doing all the right things and things still aren't working. And so when you go into the records, you can see and you can explore, what is my lineage? What's lineage is impacting me? Why is it impacting me? And so with that, you can then change what is happening with the lineage, because you can have something going on in your lineage that's preventing you from being seen, preventing you from taking action to be seen, preventing you from sharing your gifts because you have a fear of being persecuted. You can, because maybe you were persecuted in a previous lifetime. There's many things that impact our ability to navigate life, and your lineage, your soul lineage and ancestral lineage impact who you are. And so we can use the Akashic Records to heal the lineages, to heal ourselves, to get a better understanding of ourselves, and most importantly, have a self-discovery all along the journey while evolving as well. Who here wants to evolve? Type me in the chat box if you want to evolve. There's so much that I think we all feel throughout the day, and the world is changing as we're sitting here. Like things are rapidly changing. And what's the most important thing is for you to stay centered in yourself and for you to have a good relationship with yourself. Because as the world changes, you understanding you and you taking care of you allows you to always come back home to you. And I hope that is helpful and that resonates. I guess I always feel having a discovery in new areas for growth. Beautiful. I want to be evolved. Me. Okay, awesome. So what today we're going to do today is I have a few guests today, and these lovely ladies are Sacred Awakening students, and they're going to share their journey with you on what their experience was like playing in the records, what their experience was like being in Sacred Awakening. And then after we chat with them, we're going to do a healing, and then I'll do a few readings and then we'll hop off. So I'm super excited, super excited. And let me share my screen first so I can have it on both ends. So hold on just a second. There we go. That's being shared. Awesome. So I'm gonna talk to Lyn first. Hi, Lyn.
Hi.
Tell everybody who you are and what you do.
Sure. My name is Lyn Cross, and I live in Louisville, Kentucky. I am currently a Sacred Awakening Healers Edition participant, and super excited to be here. So, Amy, thank you so much for having me.
How did you find the records?
Yeah, interesting question. I've kind of been on this journey, I would say, for the last maybe 4 or 5 years. I've been following a couple mentors that I had here locally and felt like I just couldn't get in the groove. I felt like they're very knowledgeable, very competent, lovely ladies. I just felt like their style and the way of communicating the information to me wasn't necessarily resonating with me. So I just continued to keep my options open. And one day I just stumbled across you, and I felt something that really has been transformational for me, which I've heard many times before. It's like your mentor and your teacher needs to connect with you. And I felt like an instant connection because I feel like you get us. And what I mean by us is you're grounded in your humanity. You've got such a knack for taking these complex concepts and making them so easy to understand and so relatable that I feel like naturally I then gain the confidence in myself through you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And I also think, like, I say this too, not everybody teaches the records the way everybody is meant to learn it, meaning there's no one way to learn the records. And so I love that you listened to your inner guidance where you were like, I want this, but I'm waiting for the right time and the right person to show up that's in alignment with the way I'm wanting to learn it. So I love that. And since going in the records, how has your life changed?
Yeah, and I think it's one thing even deeper than that is I didn't even know the records were for me. I was really at a point where I was exploring all modalities, really trying to ingest as much information about the community that I could. I'd heard about them, transparently didn't really know what I was getting myself into, but it just felt like there was an opportunity that was much more tangible in the records than some of the other modalities have. And that's what really intrigued me. So I'm probably unlike most in that I just kind of followed the energy and I was like, all right, this is starting to feel good. I'm going to take this as far as I can. After playing in the records, I mean, in the beginning, I didn't know what to expect. And there are times now when I still don't know what to expect. And I think that's just because I'm allowing myself to do this in a messy way and really just figure it out as I go, because maybe I'm like other people, maybe I'm not, that I'm just a normal mom and wife and living my life and trying to figure out how I can be the best version of me. And I'm finding that every day I'm learning more of that through the record.
I love that. And what have you learned about yourself?
Interesting. There was such a significant point in my life where I felt so stagnant that even if I gave myself the freedom to say, okay, take away all of the expectations, all of the labels I have, whether it's a wife, whether it's mom, whether it's someone who's working, a friend, a daughter, whatever, what would I want for myself? And I felt like I couldn't figure it out. I didn't even know what made me happy anymore. I didn't have hobbies that lit me up. I didn't have natural, healthy escapes that made me feel good or that lit my fire. So I felt really disconnected just from who I was and really in tune with the masks that I built and learned to wear my entire life. And I feel like going into the records has given me a deeper understanding of who I am, what's important to me, and start putting me on this journey of, okay, slowly but surely I can figure out what my next step is. I feel like I have path and guidance.
Yes. And you just finished level 1.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to share people like there's a, in a short period of time, in 4 months, you can start making changes in a very, very short period of time. And so with that, like with the hobbies and things like that, have you found healthier coping mechanisms?
Yeah. And I would say with the 4-month thing, I mean, it's absolutely right. And it hasn't been like an aha moment. It really is about kind of taking a step back and looking at the whole journey. And I know you say a lot about, journal, capture it, go back, look through. That has been transformational because there's so many times where I'm like, I don't feel any different. But then in, hindsight, when you look back, it's been such an evolution.
Because you feel better now. So it's like, you feel better now.
Oh my God.
You feel better. And there's not this underlining angst that's under there. So like, this is a new normal for you. So you're like, do I really feel different? And then you go back and you look at like what you were even worried about in your journal. And you're like, oh yeah, I forgot all about that. But you worked through it and it's not bothering you anymore.
And it's not just me. My husband notices, my kids notice, my family, my friends. It's just, I have a sense of lightness about me. I feel like I have patience and understanding and compassion, not only for others, but for myself. And I think the most transformational thing for me is I now recognize when I'm reacting versus responding. Like that beat makes such a difference in every relationship and every interaction you have with others.
That's huge. That's huge, Lyn. What, without giving away the modality and how we do things, like what was your favorite part of Sacred Awakening and why?
I would probably say the way that the course is structured, I feel is very fluid. That there's the weekly meetings plus the time to do it on yourself. I love the fact that it put me in a position where I felt empowered to carve out time for myself. I knew when our weekly meetings were, and I always wanted to be prepared for the meetings. Of course, you can go back and listen to things and do replays, and all of the content is still there. But it was a way of holding myself accountable to not only show up for myself, but to show up for the rest of the course and the class.
I love that. In the past, would you have shown up like that for yourself?
Questionable.
So like you were ready, like super ready to do different things, and you like made yourself a priority in that sense. I love that. Community. How was community for you?
Oh my God, Amy, I have met, and you're talking with her today, 100% my soul sister. We were paired up in our first Sacred Awakening course, and now that we're in the Healers Edition, we've asked to stay together. I mean, she is just, I've known her for what? I mean, the course has been 4 months. She's my go-to for everything. Good, bad, questions, concerns, things that I probably wouldn't share with other people I know, but she just gets me from the moment that we met. So that connection is going to be a lifetime long. There's no doubt about it.
I love it. Anything else you want to share about Sacred Awakening or about your Akashic Record journey?
I think one of the other things that may be unique for folks that are participating in a class like this, I'm not necessarily doing this to become a healer for others. I mean, maybe it'll evolve into that, but I feel like there's so much value in me just learning this for myself and my small little community of my family and friends, that I want people to understand you don't have to be this big healer or sharing it with the broader world. Making these adjustments in your life is 100% enough to have a lifetime of impact. And I could not be more grateful for you and just how thoughtful and intentional and generous you are with your time and your knowledge. And you're just lovely, lovely, lovely to be around.
Thank you so much. Are you doing readings? Do you want to share people what your information is?
I'm not doing readings for others. I'm just kind of practicing
That's
just so that I can, work through my own intuition and kind of build my own skills. But I'm all set.
Perfect.
Thank
And this
you.
is why I love Sacred Awakening. I have not made it where it's only for practitioners. And we have both. We have practitioners and we have people that are just doing it for themselves. And you never know if you end up doing this as a part-time thing or a gig later on. So that's the cool part about it. So thank you so much, Lyn, for sharing your story.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, sweetie. All right, guys. So, Sacred Awakening, I've been teaching this course for 9 years. We get all walks of life. And when I mean all walks of life, we have males and females in this course. And the community, and I don't think I've really talked a lot about community yet, but people make lifelong friends in this course. Like, it is just tremendous on how much people find their people. And this was the entire reason why I started my business, because I wanted to have community, because I think that we live in a very connected, lonely world, and we deserve to be connected in so many different ways, shapes, or forms. I'm going to talk to Stacy next. Hello, my dear.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
I'm excited too. Tell everybody who you are and what you do.
So my name is Stacy, and I live in Asheville, North Carolina. And I was an art teacher for 20 years, and then my life totally got turned upside down with my dad passing away, and my mom moved in with us with Alzheimer's, and so my identity totally went crazy. I didn't know who I was. So I'm a caretaker, a full-time caretaker to my 85-year-old mom who has Alzheimer's. I'm a mom myself, and so that's what I do. And now dabble in the records.
How has the records helped you with your caretaking?
Oh my gosh, it's been amazing. The records have transformed my life. And Lyn's right. Just in 4 months, I cannot believe how my life has changed. And I will say what Lyn said as well. The people in my life now see the change, and my kids see the change. And as a mom, it's so important to model for your kids, what you should, just the best version of yourself. And my kids are seeing that, and it's wonderful. I look at my caretaking in a totally different way. Before, I felt guilty, and I looked at it as, oh my gosh, my life is over. I don't have anything anymore. I've lost my identity. Being in the records and knowing that I have that support system, because it's a support system. It's an amazing, incredible support system. And knowing that I have that has completely changed my perspective, not only on how I care for mom, but just my relationship, how I love, how I show up for people, how I show up for myself. I mean, when I started caretaking for mom, I never showed up for myself, and I was drained. I felt like I was just giving so much. And this course has allowed me to step back and say, wait a second, I'm important. And if I can make time for myself and do this for myself and show up for myself, I can show up for so many other people in my life, friends, family, people I don't even know. So it has really been a huge transformative course for me. It's incredible. There are no words, really.
I love that, Stacy.
Oh, I do too.
And I think, first off, caretaking is a really hard job, and you do start losing identity, especially if it's abrupt. And then there's a lot that goes along with memory care because there's things that happen. And so I love that you have had like a massive shift in 4 months. And then I know you and Lyn have become very good friends.
I just got chill bumps. I cannot thank you enough. I mean, Lyn is my everything. And I'm married and she's my everything. So yeah, and not only Lyn, I mean, Lyn, we totally are soul sisters, and you absolutely created that space for us to be that. But the community that you create, and it's just an incredible community of people. I mean, we've met, Lyn and I both have met so many incredible people, and it's a safe community. It's a loving community, you know, because when you first go into this, well, myself, I knew nothing about the Akashic Records. I actually had seen you on Gaia TV and thought, oh, that's interesting. But then, you know how the universe works. I met a friend who had taken your first Sacred Awakening, and she was like, Stacy, you've got to do this. And I thought, I don't even know really if I can do it. I don't think, I'm not one of those that can open up the records. I'm, you know, if I feel like I'll maybe try to get somebody else to do it. But I watched she talked me into watching your what we're doing now. And I was like, I'm in. And it's you, and it's everything about you in terms of how you address things and how you present the records to us and how you teach us to access the records. And Lyn's right, you are so supportive. And I mean, everybody on your team is supportive. We have I couldn't believe the access that we have to you guys and the help that we get spontaneously, and which is very helpful, especially when you're coming into something that you don't know anything about. You don't even know if you can do it. And you give us the confidence and the safe place and the love to be able to blossom and access our records. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing to have. It's a beautiful tool to have, you know, not only in my life, but I'm using it with friends and family. And it's wonderful.
I love that. And
yeah,
I love that you said, I wasn't sure if I was one of those people that can do it. And now you're doing it.
I am, and I love it.
Like you're
and I don't find it hard, and I don't find it hard either. And that's the other thing. I think when I started this, one of the things this course does, and one of the things that you help with, and the community, when you get into a Sacred Awakenings course, you have that support system where you can put in the chat, oh, I don't think I got this right, or what does this mean? And instantly you're going to answer us. Other people in the class are going to help. I mean, you know, you just start building this confidence. And of course, being in the records builds this confidence. You're like, wait a second. And like Lyn said, you go back and look at the journals and you're like, oh my goodness, I cannot. First of all, I know I didn't write that. I know that didn't come from me. You know, and it's just amazing when you look back at everything that you learn and that they help you with and they guide you with. You know, my daughter, I have to tell you, my oldest daughter has a degree in psychology. And so I tell her all the time, you've got to learn how to get in your Akashic Records, because it's like having your own team of counselors that just change your life. You know, I feel like I don't ever have to go to a counselor. I can go into my records and there it is right there. Things that I never even thought about looking at within myself, patterns, blocks that I had no idea even existed. You know, it's amazing how, and I'm still learning. You know, I'm in your Sacred Awakenings Healers Edition now, and learning so much. And the other thing that has just been so amazing for me is just the tools that you teach us before we even go into the records, clearing our space, clearing our energy. I never did that before. And I started doing that, and my environment and they say your inside creates your outside. My environment, when I started doing that, totally changed. The way I felt about myself changed. I clean myself with selenite every day now.
Yay!
But it's been a wonderful journey, and one that I just don't want to stop.
God, that makes me so happy. What was like one of the most like either like aha or surprising piece of advice or things that the guardian shared with you that you're like, man, like that's awesome?
I think it's a culmination of different things that I've gotten. I know that the main message, I think, for myself, just in terms of where I am in life right now, is I've not been real confident in decisions that I make, whether it's with mom, caretaking, or myself. One of the things I've learned is confidence. They have taught me that you have confidence. You are powerful. You're a powerful human being. And yes, you're in Earth School and you have all these things to learn. But let us show you how to do that, and let us show you how to be confident in that, so that you know what you're getting is the real deal. So I think it's just growth and confidence, and you do. I thought, oh, I'm not going to know whether this is right or not, but there is a knowing that I feel anyway, that I felt, and it's a knowing, and you helped cultivate that as well. So it's been an amazing experience.
Anything else you want to share about Sacred Awakening or about the Akashic Records?
If you're on the fence, jump off and do it, because it is truly life-changing. And I signed when I'm doing the certification for Sacred Awakenings. I don't know, like Lyn said, I don't know if I will end up, doing that, but I know that I have had a ball finding people to read for.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, and ego set aside, just knowing that you're helping other people because you've helped yourself, and you're like, okay, this is, and somebody can say, oh, well, this isn't going to help me. And then we do a session and they're like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe how much lighter I feel, how much freer I feel. And you can share those experiences. I'm like, oh my God, same thing happened to me. This is why it's so wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the self-growth and just the transformation is incredible.
Oh, you make me so happy, Stacy. So
you make me happy. Everything makes me.
You have had so much success with this, and it's the thing that I love seeing is, guys, just so you know, like you can see Stacy's like excitement and enthusiasm, and like it's because she knocked off all the dust, like she knocked off all the junk, she's knocked off all the guilt. Like there's this sense of coming into yourself and owning your worth that gets to happen when that invitation is there and you step into it. No one else is doing it but you. You are the one that's going, yeah, I deserve that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And it's just, I'm so happy you said yes to you.
Oh, yes, I am too, because I wouldn't have otherwise. I mean, truly, you were put in my path for a reason, and so were the Akashic Records. And I know 4 months ago, if I had not done this, my life would look totally different, and not in the best way, that I think it could be, that it is now. So thank you.
You're welcome, my dear. Are you doing readings? Or are you?
I am doing readings.
Okay.
I am doing readings. So
tell everybody where they can get a hold of you if they want.
So I have a business. It's an animal communication and energy healing business, but I'm adding Akashic Records into that. So my website is stacyolney.com.
Perfect.
And you can just book on my on calendar.
And you can put it in the chat box. And then she can also do, because she's doing Healer's Edition, she can do Animal Akashic Records too.
Yes.
So,
which is another wonderful thing that they have taught me, to start incorporating that. And it's been amazing, because I have a deeper understanding of just everything in life, that everything is connected, and it's beautiful.
I love it. Thank you, Stacy. Put your thing in the chat, and then I'll put it to YouTube as well. So thank you so much for sharing your story, my dear.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay. All right, beautiful souls. And then we're going to do Miss Terry. I'm so excited.
All right.
How are you, my dear?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Tell everybody who you are and what you do.
So I'm Terry Hamilton, and I am doing something different now. It's a little bit exciting.
Yes.
So I have been a caretaker for my mother, who had advanced stage Alzheimer's and dementia, and she just recently passed. Now, the interesting thing is within the course of taking care of her, and I was a full-time caregiver, I just kind of felt myself dying a little bit every day. I know that sounds so dramatic, right?
No, but
And
there
I
is
said,
a lot of hard work.
Yeah,
And it's a lot that you process when you're taking care of someone that may not have taken care of you.
yes, exactly. And I uprooted, so I stopped my work, my career. I moved in with her, moved away from my family and my husband, and lived with her to take care of her. And I decided, I need something for myself. And one of the things that Spirit has told me throughout the years is, if you really want to know what it is to learn something, then you have to experience its opposite. So here I was, giving all of my time and energy and dedication to my mother and her care, and not feeding anything into me. So I convinced my husband to go to the Conscious Life Expo, and I was looking at some beautiful crystals, and Amy came over to me and she said, "That crystal lights up when you come near." And I was like, "Oh, I love this," and I love her energy. And she said, do you want to sign up? I'm giving a free webinar. And I said, yes. Everything in my soul said yes. And it occurred to me right after that this is the thing. If I want to find myself, truly find myself, then I have to be in a situation where it's all but impossible to do that. And so I started off with Sacred Awakening, and I just finished the third Sacred Awakening Soul Essence course. And my life has just opened up. So what I am no longer. And I cannot say enough of how much, Amy, you have just been the most incredible teacher in my life at this point. I'm 56 years old and I have completely changed, and I love it. And I love myself, and I am so grateful. And my husband is grateful to Amy too. He runs up to Amy and he's like, "Oh my God, thank you, thank you, thank you." Because apparently I'm a much better version of myself now.
I met Terry's husband at our in-person retreat last September. And he was so sweet, and he came up to me and he just was talking about how much you have changed, how much he has watched you change, and how much the caretaking was taking a toll on you, and how taking Sacred Awakening completely just morphed you into a completely different person, which is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And I love when people share stuff like that with me, because I see and witness things, but like when I get to hear it from the spouse and the significant other, like it is so incredible, because they get to benefit from it as well, which then is an invitation for them to show up as them's best self too in the relationship.
Yes, yes. And that's exactly what happens. Being with the masters, teachers, and loved ones, being in communication, understanding me, my soul more, has given me so much space and room to grow. And that really has come from a place of love. Not that I didn't come from that place before, but it's a different feeling. It's a different acceptance. I mean, I'm better. My relationship with my husband and my family is better. I was able to show up in a different way for my mother, especially in the course of her passing. So it's been a humongous gift in my life. And this is the life that I choose. This is the life that I'm stepping into now.
I love that, Carrie. What because you've taken, just so you guys know, we have level 1, and level 1 is foundation. And just because it's foundation doesn't mean if you are an advanced student, it doesn't take you advanced. Like, it meets you where you're at. And then after that, because you have to learn the method to go into the higher levels, then we do healer's edition, and then we do in between life regressions and things like that. So Terry's taken a bunch of levels with me. From this journey, what would you say, like, I know you've changed, like, what is like a memorable moment that you had, like maybe in level 1 that you're like, aha, like I'm on the right path? Or what is like something that you remember without giving away the tools or anything like that?
So I have always tended to be very much a concrete thinker. There's a certain way to do things, kind of type A personality in a lot of respects. And I think that the biggest change for me has been to let go of that, to understand where that came from. That's exactly what I got from the first level. It's like, where does that come from? You know, it's not inherently me. And through going into the Akash and going regularly and speaking with the master's teachers, loved ones, and seeing, you know, some of what my soul has experienced, has given me insight into that tendency for me. And so when you know better, you do better. Mm-hmm. And so then I could work on, hey, what does it look like, or what does it feel like to look at this from a different point of view? Oh, it doesn't have to be perfect. And actually, with it not being perfect, it's better.
Yeah.
You know?
How are they helping you with your transition now? Because caregiver to all this extra wide open space to do something new.
So exciting. So I have started I was doing animal communication before, but now I do it in a different way. And that has been so exciting to be with the client, be with the pet and with the client at the same time, and be able to be the catalyst for growth and change, and to help to create a better relationship between the two and a better understanding between the two has been humongous. It's exciting for me. I have to say, for the first time in a very long time, I'm excited about doing this work. Yeah. I'm excited about the people that I'm meeting. I'm connecting with neighbors that I haven't connected with before, people from different countries, and it just lights me up. It lights my whole being up. Amy, I understand why you are always glowing, because it's I'm like, I want that glow. And I'm getting it.
You're so cute. I love that you're doing your next step. And yes, just so you guys know, I forgot that Stacy was a caregiver. I remembered Terry was a caregiver, and I didn't do it on purpose to have two people on at the same time with this, but this is the reality of our society, and where it is type 3 diabetes, and it is something that we're going to see more and more of, because just not taking care of yourself in a proper way, unfortunately, And so we're in the sandwich generation, or you're not in the sandwich generation, you have older kids, but like, this is what's happening. And I can resonate completely with this because this is the reality of one of my situations too. And so it's important that we take care of ourselves. How have you felt your intuition grew?
It was very subtle at first. And it was kind of me questioning, did I hear that right? And then I was like, okay, ego, step to the side, you know. And then I realized, not only am I hearing that right, but the perspective that was coming from it was opening things up so much more for me in terms of understanding. And so my intuition has become more and more automatic. I find I will be out speaking to someone and boom, I'm hearing and I'm seeing. And it's kind of like that lotus flower blooming for me. It has been gradual. It has been through muck, but I'm finding that as I am blooming, so is the possibility of just this beautiful life in the midst of everything going on, opening up, because I feel connected, because as I grow, those people that are coming to me are in the same space. And so I'm finding community that's, you know, intuitive, and that increases my own intuitiveness, because now it is the whole vibration and energy of really connecting in and wanting to do so.
Yay. So. And you also made a lifelong friend.
I did. Christy was my first partner. This is so funny. We couldn't have planned this more. It's like, choose you. So in choosing me, I met Christy and we hit it off immediately. The first time we talked, it was like 2.5 hours and we didn't even do anything we were supposed to be doing.
Just being girls.
And we talked every single day, and she comes down to visit, and we went to the Conscious Life Expo together. She's amazing. She's part of my heart. You know, we've been together many, many, many times, and we have you to thank for it, Amy, for just making that connection.
Yay. And you met other people in the community as well. So,
yes.
And you've come to the live in-person retreat. And I don't have this on the program page, guys. So if you join this year, I will be doing a live retreat. So the first time you join and you want to come to the live retreat, I give you a free ticket. And Terry's been to the retreat. How was that for you?
I have to say, this was the second retreat that I've gone to in terms of, you know, learning and everything. The first retreat, nothing like this one. Amy, the retreat that I experienced through you was like being fed. I went kind of, you know, unsure about what to expect. And what I found is I wanted more. And the more that I wanted, the more I was given. Not only did I learn so much more in that amount of time that we spent together, but I got to practice and practice and practice with different people and different groups and different dynamics. I could not imagine it being so just dynamic and incredible in terms of my experience as it was. And you fed us really well. I was like, how can we eat all this food?
I think people really well. I think I starved too many times in previous lifetimes. Everybody gets fed. Every food group, yes. Every food preference, you will be fed.
Joking aside, though, really, I felt like I was doing something so good for my soul. And I just came out the better. Again, it's always growth, and it's always just feeling better and stronger and more grounded, and like I'm able to fly. Like I'm still standing on the side of the nest, but my wings are flapping and I'm ready to jump.
Yay. I love that. Tell everybody how they can get a hold of you if they wanted to do an animal and human reading. Animal and human reading.
Yes. So they can get in touch with me at mysticmusebyterry.com. I'll put it in the chat, and just go online and pick the service that you want and go from there.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, guys. So if you're interested, I'm going to share a little bit about Sacred Awakening, then we're going to do healing, and then we'll do a couple of readings. If you're interested in joining us in Sacred Awakening, let me actually share my screen here just a second. I'm going to share my screen. Hold on. There we go. Okay. If you're interested, you can watch this little video on your own. Here's a testimonial video you guys can watch. What you're going to learn is, in 10 lessons, you're going to learn what the Akashic Records are, the gateway to opening the Akashic Records. There's a sacred space within you that we want to open the records from. We activate that space. I teach you how to befriend the ego and the mind, because we're not here to banish the ego. The ego is here to help you evolve. You're here to help the ego evolve. The ego is here to keep you safe. And so we have to bring the ego up to the present moment. And so this is to stop the sabotage. So you get really good results in the records. And then you get a sacred attunement. This attunement, you'll get attuned to your records to calibrate your connection to the Akashic Records. We open the records using crystalline energy. The Akashic Records are an infinite field of possibilities. And so there's many different openings. And so you want to have a really good opening into the Akash. I have attuned well over 2,000 students. We have a really big opening when it comes to going into the Akashic Records, and it's clean. And the method is fast and quick. And so you want fast and quick. Like, you don't want to spend 30 minutes opening the records before you get to ask a question. I'll teach you how to ask really powerful questions. The questions you ask being the results that you get. And so you want to make sure you're asking very good questions. You'll also connect with your multidimensional self, meaning you're going to connect with your mind, your body, your soul, your inner child, your ego, your emotional body, your spiritual body. These are all aspects of you that dictate what your reality looks like. And because they're core aspects of you, they are going to sabotage you or help you. And so if you are in a place of fear, one of your bodies can sabotage you. And so I teach you how to work with these bodies in and outside of your records and use the records to heal them. We'll expand your intuitive gifts all throughout the course. We'll talk about clairs, how to use them, how they work, how your intuition works inside the Akashic Records. And so we'll talk more about the clairs and expanding those gifts and what it looks like when you're giving a reading as well. 7 and 8, you're going to learn what the best practices are, how to give powerful readings, what that looks like, how to get clear, accurate information. This accelerates your intuitive gifts. This accelerates your intuition. And then how to deliver powerful readings with confidence. We give you lots of examples. There's also opportunities on the live call for me to give you a reading as an example reading in front of class as well. Lesson 10, how to anchor the records into your everyday life. The records are a life tool, like they're a powerful life tool. So it couples well with anything in your toolbox as well. So if you're a beginner student or advanced student, it's going to meet you where you're at. I love teaching advanced concepts. So if you're an advanced student and you're afraid that this is not going to be advanced enough for you, you can ask, how do I take this deeper? You can ask, hey, I'm getting this spot. Where do I go next with this? Like, the records meet you where you're at. And so this is not a surface level class. If you want surface level questions and surface level answers, they can give you that, but I'm about going deep. Like I want you to go really, really deep. And so no matter where you're at, you're going to be met. You get virtual retreat. This is for, I started this a long time ago because not everybody can come to the in-person retreat. So we do 2 of them a year. They're 3 days. Once you're a Sacred Awakening student, you're invited to the virtual retreat every time we have it. We do past life regressions, ancestral work. We do powerful activations. We tap into spiritual gifts. It's a really powerful 3-day series that we do. And it's live. If you can't join the live, you can catch the replays. I send everybody a crystal kit. These crystal kits are 5 crystals. They're handpicked and activated for you. This gives you something tangible to hold on to when you're working with something abstract. The Embodied Empath Claire Gifts Masterclass. This is 2 activations in 1 video lesson. This will teach you how to separate your energy, how not to take on other people's energy, how to protect your energy. And we'll talk more about that also on the live calls. 3 powerful crystal healings you'll get access to as well. These 3 crystal healings are designed to help you with your Akashic Records. We give those throughout the course as a bonus. And then Awaken Your Intuition Masterclass, this is all about your clairs. So with the clairs, we will, this is about what your clairs are, what your strongest clair are, how you're receiving intuitive information. So you get that information up front, and then we'll go deeper with it each and every class. Oh, I did not refresh my page. So this is the fast acting bonus that ended yesterday. If you sign up before the end of the day, I will make sure you get this bonus. It's the third eye activation. This is a brand new bonus. It is a super powerful third eye activation that you'll get access to. I pull in all sorts of different crystalline energy. I'll extend it just for today, guys. So today is March 4th as I'm saying this. So you have until tonight to get it because I didn't refresh my page before I pop up and I don't want to tease you like that. So if you want to do gold, this is our Soul Explorer path. This is 10 video lessons, 9 live calls, journal prompts, healing activations, private sanctuary. This is where I give you feedback. This is where you guys get into community. You can ask questions, seek support, share, connect with friends, things like that. That's only for Sacred Awakening students for the level that you're in, the round that you're in. You get the virtual retreat, the Embodied Empath class, the Awaken Your Intuition, the crystal healings, and the crystal kit. We have payments as low as $149. Everything is 50% off right now. So typically it would be like around $300 a month. That would be $149. You can also do a pay in full. Platinum, you get everything in gold plus the certification. So you get certified. You get a business class, so how to convert free readings into paid readings. You also get a partner practice call with one of our coaches. This is super valuable because you'll get individual feedback on where you shine, what you're doing, where to go deeper in the records as well. Payments as low as $199. Actually, yeah, 9 payments. Let me refresh this, guys, for just a second. I feel like we have lower payments than that because I just had them at the 12 months. It's 111. My computer's just not being fun. We have payments as low as 111 right now. So if you do gold, you have 50% off for 7 days. If you're interested in this, sign up before the 7 days. If you're interested in getting that fast acting bonus, if you missed it yesterday, definitely sign up because I'll honor it today. And then if you pay in full, we have a soul contracts clearing class as well that you get for free. We also have a discovery call. So if you want to book a free call with one of our Sacred Awakening students, and they can share with you about the course, they can share with you how the records are in alignment with you and what they are as well. So you can go to theamyrobinson.com/records, theamyrobinson.com/records. Okay, let me stop share here. Let me stop share here. All right, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. We start Wednesday, March 18th. The bonuses, if you sign up, you automatically get them. If you signed up and you didn't see the bonus in your portal, just email support. My team's really good. Also, we have a new fast acting bonus that's brand new. My sheet is not showing up. So hold on, let me grab it so you guys can know what it is, because it's a really cool bonus and I just recorded it and I'm really excited about it. Our new fast acting bonus. And if you already signed up, you will get this. I promise you will get this. Let me grab my notes. I'm really excited about this one. This one's so cool. There's, I just want to remember what I called it because it's a, for self-worth, which I'm very excited about. The new fast acting bonus, you will get this if you already signed up. This one is our new one, which is the worthiness code activation. It expires March 7th. And the I don't know why it's not showing up on my sheet. Hold on. There we go. Basically, the activation is all about activating worthiness codes within you. So it is to eliminate self-doubt, guilt, shame, and to step in your worthiness and own your worth on a completely different level. So we activate codes of worthiness within you. And that's absolutely free when you sign up as well. So I literally posted my wedding dress for $1,111 total woohoo manifesting over here. I love it, Heather. I love it. Can't wait for the retreat this year. I'm manifesting to go this year. Yay, Tina. I missed the last couple of years when the timing and wasn't right with the universe. Shauna said the live retreat was amazing, totally mind-blowing. Hilda said it's such a difficult situation to live through, taking care of parents with dementia. My journey ended in 2020. It's definitely life-changing, and learning from Sacred Awakening course was such a beautiful partnering. You were blessed to have experienced that. I'm so happy for you. Enjoy your new chapter and continue your journey. Yes. All right. The next live retreat, because I think I saw someone ask that, it will most likely be in October. I don't have the dates or the location yet. I usually get them at least minimum 90 days before, but I'm hoping to have them way before that, way before the 90 days. So, but this year is like flying by as fast, really, really fast. But it's always in the US. Like I usually do it in the US. I might do it in Tennessee again this year. It might be the West Coast. I'm not sure. We'll see. Okay, guys, if you're interested, join us. I will honor the third eye bonus if you sign up before the end of the day, just because it was on my thing. Let's do the retreat in Kansas, land of Oz. Maybe. Who are the winners of the prize? Yes. So let's type in the, I'm going to do a whole separate, because I don't want the video to go super long today. I'm going to do just a separate video to announce the winners for the raffle. Yeah, let's do that, because I want to do the healing today, and then I'll do a whole separate video and we'll post it later today. So you be on the lookout for that. Okay. All right, my friend. Tell me in the chat what you want support with. What kind of healing, what little mini healing would you like support with? Let me know in the chat. I was on YouTube, but it was glitching. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on with the tech. Zoom has been great. So if you ever want to come on Zoom, just come on Zoom. What was the website? Is theamyrobeson.com/records. theamyrobeson.com/records. We put it in the comments with both. Direction in life, career, money, partner, heart, physical pain. Stacy, pop your website back in, my dear. Someone's asking for it. Self-worth, inner child, making a move with confidence, job change, assistant, clarity, overcoming fear and lack of trust, stress, anxiety, relationships. Okay. Relationships. Okay. Self-worth, self-value. All of the above. Yes, all of the above. Fear of being seen, healing. Okay. I'm going to take all of these into consideration, and then where the healing takes us will allow the guardians to do that. Healing my back, I'm bedridden now, my lower lumbar. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, just sending you a big hug. Question: after the healing, I feel so exhausted, like I had most extreme healing in minutes. LOL. Is this normal? Then my intuitive structure tells me I have bad energy. So I'm just taking a breath because it's important to understand that we can have energy that isn't ours, that can be heavier or bogging us down. Energy is energy. I'm not going to label it good or bad, but is there energy that's impacting you? Is there energy that's negatively influencing you? Also, the reason why some people feel so exhausted, some people feel energized. Tell me in the chat, do you feel energized or exhausted? It depends on what you're moving out. It depends on what you're clearing. Some energy, some healings can feel, whoa, like I just moved so much, I'm so tired. And then some people are like, oh, I just like uplifted all this and I feel like I can run a marathon. It depends on what we're moving and what we're working on, especially if it's super old and it's really ingrained and it's embedded in the tissues. Like, depends on what it is. The main thing is make sure you're drinking water. Make sure you're drinking, eating protein, because that protein, and it doesn't have to be animal meat, but it's important that you're getting good protein to help your tissues, to help re-energize you. And it's also important that you're taking care of yourself. So shaking out your body might be really helpful. I'm hot now. Shaking out your body might be really helpful. Doing something that allows you to like move the energy out of your body. Some of you are going to feel like you ran a marathon, while others of you may feel like, man, this feels so good because you're feeling lighter. It just depends on who and what you're doing. So first, let's just stand for a second. Let's stand for a second just to move, like shake out your body really quick. We'll do the healing in just a second, but if it feels good to just kind of move some energy first, shake out your body. You can gently tap. I was cooking with high energy yesterday. Good. It's feeling deeply ingrained. Right now, feeling lethargic, sort of detached until I can process what happened. Yep. It's a balance of both. Okay. When you're ready, you can take a seat. I'm usually hungry and thirsty. Sometimes I'm really tired. Sometimes I'm energized. Sometimes I'm neutral. Like, it just depends. There is no right or wrong. It's what you're moving out of your body and to honor it. And like, sometimes I'll have clients where I'm like, it's important you go take a nap. Like, go take a little nap. Even if it's 5 minutes, go take a little nap. It's helpful. Okay. So with that being said, Don't drive or operate heavy machinery. I'll speak light language. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, eating, drinking afterwards. And what else? This is for entertainment purposes only. So, okay. Go ahead and close your eyes. Bring your awareness into your heart space. Sink into the sacred nectar of your being and receive a breath. And when you receive a breath, allow your grounding cord to root into the earth. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, allowing the grounding cord to go down, 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 down through all the layers of the earth. And as your grounding cord goes down through all the layers of the earth, I want you to sense, feel, see, or imagine your grounding cord plugging in to Gaia's heart chakra. And then you're going to inhale, pull Gaia's energy up into you. And as you're pulling that energy up into you, I want you to see, sense, feel, see, or imagine energy swirling around your grounding cord, up your grounding cord, through your feet, pulling and extracting any energy that doesn't belong to you out of your feet, out of your bones, out of your tissues, out of your joints. I want you to feel, sense, or imagine this energy sweeping through your whole body, your pelvic bowl, your spine, your stomach, your back, your chest, your shoulder blades, your neck, your throat, your brain stem, your brain, your skull, your sinuses, your eyes, your ears, your teeth, your bones, your skin, your tissues, your glands, your organs. It's moving through your whole body and being, and all you have to do is breathe. And then I want you to feel Christ consciousness. It does not have to do with religion. There's a grid, there's a golden grid. And then I want you to feel that above. Feel creation, God, universe, whatever sacred title you give that frequency. And then it's going to start to stream into you. And as it moves through you, I want you to feel, sense, or imagine your heart opening up. And as your heart opens up, there's a beautiful golden grid that swirls all around you. This grid is creating protection as above, so below, 360 degrees. Taking another nice deep breath in, cleansing breath out. And then you're going to sense, feel, see, or imagine there's a door, a portal, an opening in your heart space. You're going to step through that door. And when you step through, you're going to be brought across space and time. And when you're brought across space and time, you're going to land in a beautiful crystalline pool. This beautiful crystalline pool you are swimming in. And there are hawks, birds, hawks, that are flying above, creating a beautiful vortex of energy for you to take flight. But first you got to dump, you got to let go, you got to release. So if you're holding on to any tension, any physical pain, any emotional pain, any chronic pain, we're going to let that go. So I want you to feel, sense, magic, these energies moving through the crystalline pool, any tension, any emotional pain, any heartache, any grief that you've been holding on to, we're going to allow that to let go. Allow it to let go. Allow it to let go. Allow it to let go. Tariki truksimo trukunamatai kenigiti sinigua. Shatukuramati trakane sinukunumatakane mahatra kareti sinukunumoha trakini potrukurua trakaraha. Tokusinukunumochinikane mahatra kisinikunumotrukunamiatra kanamatri kisinigurua. And then as you're doing this, I want you to let go of any self-sabotage. So there's this crystalline energy that's going to come through, and it's going to move through your body to remove self-sabotage. Self-sabotage. So wherever you're holding self-sabotage, we're going to remove that. And as we're removing that, we're also going to ask for the removal of stress and anxiety, stress and anxiety, stress and anxiety. There's crystalline energies, and this hawk is still just circling above you, creating sacred medicine, sacred medicine, sacred medicine. Stress, anxiety, pain, physical, emotional, chronic, spiritual. It's all depleting out of your body, all releasing out of your body. Any place that you are telling yourself, I can't, I'm not able, I'm not allowed, and you really want to, and you know you're in alignment, we're also going to remove that as well. Allow the crystalline energy to come in, and then there's going to be 5 different guides that come in and touch the crystalline water to create this beautiful elixir to assist you in going deeper in your healing, deeper in your healing, deeper in your healing. And with that weight being lifted off, the hawk swoops down as you come out of the pool. And as you sit on the edge of the pool, the hawk has a very sacred message for you, a very important message for you about taking flight. Koho sinko shanama trukua tresia shuku sinemu shinemoha trakao sinikunu trakamia shanua takia satu drukunua talamaha. Taking a nice deep breath in, cleansing breath out. And then you'll stand up. And as you stand, you'll feel your body floating into the air as the hawk takes off. And you'll feel yourself float right back into your heart space. Taking another nice deep breath in, cleansing breath out. Another nice deep breath in, cleansing breath out. And when you're ready, you'll blink your eyes open, slowly taking your time coming back to. Let me know how you're feeling, how you're doing. Slowly take your time coming back to. Blink your eyes open. I always get scared when I detach from my body. You're still connected to your body, but I think you got to remind yourself you're safe, my dear. Crying, relax, excellent, loved the healing and the Hawk's personal message for me. It's wonderful. Yay. Thank you, Amy. That was uplifting, relax. I was tearing up, couldn't stop yawning. I feel my upper arm sore and didn't even do anything. I feel it's from the healing. I must have released a lot. Yeah, there's something that you were holding in there, my dear. Relaxed, a bit tired, receiving beautiful messages. Please send light language for safety. Yeah. So, a beautiful mantra. I think this is a mantra everyone would benefit from is I am safe. I am safe in my body. I am safe in my space. I'm safe in my body. I'm safe to be me. I am safe. Just literally, I am safe is awesome. You could even take it further and say, I am safe. My body knows I'm safe. I am safe. My mind knows I'm safe. I am safe. My inner child feels safe. So there's different ways you can play with it. That one was deep. I have a hawk that visits often. I feel he's one of my spirit guides. Love that. That was amazing. Feeling excited, energized. Hawk was so thrilling and so resonant. Still have tightness in my chest. I can't seem to release it. Happens during any healing. Tap. Jamie, just gently tap. So I'm going to announce the winners to the raffle. I'm running out of time. So I'm going to announce the winners. I'm going to make a video a little bit later and I'll have my team post it. And then my team will also email you if you want. So we will do that. If you'd like to enter the $75 raffle, just say, I am ready for Sacred Awakening. I am ready for Sacred Awakening. The $75 is for new Sacred Awakening students that you can use it towards Sacred Awakening, or if you're a returning student, you can use it on the refresher or a new course of ours. I am ready for Sacred Awakening. And then we'll get you the $75 if you win. And then I will pick some winners for that, and then I'll do 2 readings, maybe 3. So let me pick these. Sean, I don't know if it's Sean or Shane. My brain can never figure it out for you, and I know I say it every day. Sean, Shooter, Nelson, I'll gift you the $75. Tina Darlington, $75. And if I've called your name this round for it, you only win it twice. Kat, make sure you're writing these down. Sean, Shooter, Nelson, Tina Darlington, Maria, Joao, Matthew Smith, Shane, right? Shane. I don't know why I get that wrong. Like, I'm so sorry. You can only win once because like Sorda won yesterday. Shalom, you won already. So I want to give other people opportunities as well. But I appreciate your enthusiasm. Maggie Lee, Nellie Shapovalova, Shapovalov. Totally butchered that. I'm so sorry if I butchered your name. Tanya Bircham. TAWNABURCHM on YouTube. Aylin Matthews 5980 on YouTube. AYLIN Matthews 5980. Congratulations. And no. You're welcome, my dear. You're welcome. Okay, let's see. And Debbie at Positive Altitudes. And Heather Ray. There you go. I gave you guys lots of winners today. So you can use that on Sacred Awakening, $75. Email support and support at theamyrobeson.com. You can claim your $75 gift certificate. I can't see it any other way, and I'm so sorry. And then my brain goes, why do I see it that way? I'm sorry, sweetie. Yeah, you said my mom named me and yeah, it's just crazy. My brain can't do it. Okay, if you want a reading, type R, type the question in. I'm gonna do 2 very, very quickly, maybe 3. And yeah, Amy, you have a big heart and you want to include everyone. Thanks for this masterclass. Hope to win the prizes. Yeah, my dear, I will tell you, you are on my list. You are one of the raffle winners. Just because I know your name, like Jyoti. And I might be saying your name wrong, Jyoti. You're one of our like big raffle winners. So I'll announce it later. So okay. Okay, I'm gonna do Hilda. Hilda said, any insight or suggestion on why I keep procrastinating? Because if you do the thing you're meant to do, that means you can't no longer be the one you are. Meaning you procrastinate because there's a driver, there's a part of you that doesn't want to change because that part of you knows it will die. So it fights for its life. And so instead of doing very drastic changes all at once, start with, this is what I'm committing to for 5 minutes today. This is what I'm committing to for 5 minutes today. And then while you're doing this, Hilda, then notice the part of you that's resistance to it and just go, it's only 5 minutes. Like, what's the big deal? And talk yourself into doing it for 5 minutes. And then part also is you got to get the energy out of your body because there's old energy that's really stuck. And so going for some form of daily walk or daily movement, even if it's in your house and doing some stretching, you're going to feel the difference and have the motivation to keep the momentum going. But you got to have the momentum in order to get going. So the 5 minutes creates the momentum. If anything resonates, type in RES. Shalom said, if I take your Sacred Awakening, how will it expand and elevate my soul? What I see is there's this like ascension process. So it's like energy is showing me as this like really light, dusty pink. And it's almost like you're floating. This is a metaphor. This is to create a picture. And what they're saying is like your ability to tap in deeper, because you're tapped in. It's about going deeper and deeper and deeper. And what it will do is it will allow you to have a gold mine. It will allow you to reach the riches you've been searching for in your psyche and in your soul's essence. I'm just seeing if they want me to say, nope, that's it. So it's the riches, my dear. Like you'll reach new riches, new gold. It's like a gold mine. You're the gold mine. You are looking within you, and that's what's going to teach you. Okay. Let me go over here. Do Anna said, why do I hoard things in my house? What they're saying is it's like a rat's nest, okay? Not that you're a rat, but it creates this nesting feeling for you. And if you have a nesting feeling, it creates safety. And it goes back to what someone was asking me earlier about like safety, right? And so by creating stuff around you, it creates this like cocoon, it creates this nest. And then what it does is it drives you nuts, right? Because there's too much stuff, because there's not enough flow or fluidity or energy coming through. And so if our environment is a reflection of our mind. Our environment is a reflection of what's going on internally. And so what you're seeking is safety. What you're seeking is a home. What you're seeking is the feeling of being at home and feeling safe. And so instead of the hoarding, the question will be is, how can I make this a home? How can I feel more safe in my body? How can I feel more safe in my environment? And that will allow that shift to start happening as well. And so it'll be really, 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 really interesting to see how that shifts. Okay. I have a meeting I have to go to. Once I get off that meeting, I'm going to make the raffle video. We will post it. I might even just hop on and do a quick live when I post it on Facebook and social media. So it's coming. I have to go to my meeting first. So I'll post the raffle winners. I already shared what the $75 winners were. Thank you, everybody, for joining today. We're going to do an Ascension panel tomorrow, and then we'll do rapid fire readings on Friday. Rapid fire readings, I'm going to get as many of you guys in as possible for readings. So thank you for joining. Sign up for Sacred Awakening if you're being called to sign up. I will honor the third eye activation because it was showing on my screen. It was supposed to end yesterday, but I'm going to honor it. So if you missed it and you're like, darn, I missed that, it's your lucky day because you can get it. So sign up, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye.